Hello students, further we'll study 2-column cash book. Okay, as I said earlier it was 3-column, now they have made 2-column cash book. Okay, that we're going to study now. So this is the bank, this is the book in which all the transactions recorded as such as cash transaction, discount as well as bank transactions. Okay, all three transactions will be recorded in this book, so we call it as 2-column cash book here, because the cash entries also we will record, bank entries also we are going to record here. So what we call it as 2-column cash book. Then next you have contra entry. The word contra is derived from the Latin word, okay, it means opposite. Okay, contra means what it is? Opposite. When a single transaction is entered on debit side as well as credit side, in 2-column cash book we call it as what? Contra entry here. Okay, means single transaction we are going to record both the side, debit side as well as credit side, so we call it as what? Contra entry here. So which I have considered as the contra entry here? Cash deposited into bank and cash withdrawn from the bank. These two are the main contra entries we are having here. Okay, and this is the format you have. Okay, totally 14 columns you will be having: date, particulars, journal folio, roll number, receipt number, discount, cash and bank column. Again, credit side: date, particulars, journal folio, voucher number, V number it is. Okay, voucher number, discount, cash as well as bank. Okay, we move on to the solution, how we are going to solve it. See, this is how your ledger you are going to draw it. You have to take both the pages and you have to draw the columns here. 7 columns debit side and 7 columns credit side. Okay, here it is date, particulars, journal folio, receipt number, discount, cash as well as bank column, and credit side date, particulars, journal folio, voucher number, V number it is, voucher number, discount, cash as well as bank. Okay, let's begin with the first problem. Okay, 3-column cash book. This is your first problem you have. I have sent already this kit to you. Okay, from the following transactions prepare 3-column cash book for the month of August 2015. Now first entry, see, cash book, as I explained before, all the receipts will be recorded debit side and all the payments will be recorded credit side. Okay, this will not change. All receipt will be debit side, all payments will be credit side, even if it is simple column cash book or 2-column cash book here. Now first entry we will see. First, Mr. Rakesh commenced business with rupees 1 lakh. Now Rakesh has commenced the business, so cash comes in. Okay, now on 1/1/2018 to Rakesh capital account rupees 10,000, not 10,000, it is 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh what we are going to consider, it is capital, opening capital. 1 lakh rupees we have invested in cash column, you should record it. Okay, then debit side we have recorded. Now second entry we have deposited into bank. It is a contra entry because we have deposited amount into bank. Okay, 50,000. Now we will see, when we deposit the amount, cash will go out. Okay, so payment, right? 2/1/2018 by bank account we have deposited cash, how much? 50,000 here. Okay, then bank column nil, and same entry as we have recorded C here, which indicates contra here. Okay, then same entry you are going to record debit side also on the same date, 2/1/2018 to cash account. Contra entry it is bank column rupees 50,000, right? Bank column it is rupees 50,000. Okay, so same entry, single transaction it is, we have recorded both the side because we have deposited the cash to bank, so credit side cash goes out, so to the cash column 50,000, to bank we have transferred, and debit side cash we have goes out. Okay, and banker is the receiver, so bank column 50,000 to cash account. Okay, I hope you are clear with this contra entry. First you have to record as per the cash book. Okay, cash goes out, so you have to record credit side first, 2/1/2018 by bank account. Contra entry it is to cash goes out, right? 50,000, and debit side you should record to the bank because banker is the receiver when you deposit the amount, 2/1/2018 to cash account. Credit side contra entry to the bank column it is 50,000. I hope you are clear with contra entry. Okay, the next you have purchased goods for cash rupees 10,000. Now we have purchased the goods, so cash goes out, which you have to record credit side, 4/1/2018 by purchases we have paid the cash rupees 10,000. Okay, next we will see the next transaction what we have on 6th. Okay, see here on 6th, that is purchased goods for rupees 10,000 paid by check. We have purchased goods 10,000 and paid it by check. See, purchased goods means again payment, it is 6/1/2018 by purchases, and amount we have paid it by check, so we have to record in a bank column 10,000 because we have paid it through check. Whenever it is paid it through check, it will appear in the bank column. Whenever it is paid in cash, it will appear in cash column. Okay, so purchases we have made and we have paid the check. So on 6/1/2018 by purchases 10,000 you should write in the bank column because it is paid by check you have. Okay, then we will see the next entry on 8th. Okay, sold goods for cash rupees 5,000. Now we have sold the goods which you had to record receipt, right? Because while selling we are going to receive the goods here. 8/1/2018 two sales, how much cash we have received? 5,000 rupees, cash column. Okay, the next you have sold goods for cash and deposited same into bank rupees 5,000. Now on 10th we have sold the goods, means we have received the cash here. So debit side 10/1/2018 two sales. Okay, and we have deposited the same into bank, so directly in the bank column rupees 5,000. Okay, because we have sold the goods and same amount you have deposited into bank, so directly bank column it is 5,000. Okay, the next you have on 12th paid for advertisement by check rupees 2,000. Now we have paid for advertisement. Okay, payment which you had record credit side 12/1/2018 by advertisement account. Check we have paid, so bank column 2,000 rupees. Okay, whenever you pay the check you had to record it in the bank column itself. Okay, then next you have on 14th paid for printing and stationery rupees 2,000. Again payment which you had to record credit side of the account 14/1/2018 by printing and stationery account rupees 2,000. As they have not mentioned anything like paid it by check, you had to record in the cash column only rupees 2,000 we have paid. The next you have on 16th purchased machinery and paid by check rupees 20,000. Now we have purchased the machinery here 16/1/2018 by machinery account. Okay, 16/1/2018 by machinery account. Machinery we have purchased and paid it by check, so directly in the bank column 20,000 you should record because it is paid by check you have. The next you have bought office furniture for rupees 10,000. Again bought means again payment, right? So 18/1/2018 by office furniture account 10,000 rupees, cash only we have paid, so cash column 10,000. The next you have 20th received from Girish 10,000 and allowed him a discount of rupees 500. Now we have received, so we had to record debit side of the account. Okay, 21/2018 to Girish. From Girish we have collected the amount 500, we have allowed the discount which you should write in the discount column, and 10,000 we have received the cash from him. Okay, the next you have paid to Karthik 8,000 by check and earned discount of 500. Now we have made the payment here, so which you had to record credit side 22/1/2018 by Karthik's account 500 discount we have earned and 8,000 check we have paid, so you had to record it in the bank column. Okay, the next you have drawn from bank rupees 10,000. See, it is a contra entry we are having now because we have drawn it from the bank, so cash comes in, so you had to record first regarding cash column 24/1/2018 to bank account, means from bank account we have withdrawn rupees 10,000 rupees. Okay, then banker is the giver, so bank account credit side. Okay, say on the same date 24/1/2018 by cash account, banker is the giver, so bank column 10,000. Okay, it is a contra entry you have. The next paid for personal expenses rupees 2,000 we have paid, again it is a payment, so 26 credit side you should record 26/1/2018 by drawings account rupees 2,000. Okay, because drawings we have recorded, we can't record it as a personal expenses, so you should mention it as what? Drawings only here. The next what you have received commission by check rupees 5,000, 28. So which you had to record debit side here 28/1/2018 to commission rupees 5,000. See, whenever you receive the check you should record in cash column only because check will be in your hand. Whenever you pay the check then it will be recorded bank column, but whenever it is receipt, even if it is through check, you have to record in cash only. Okay, Then next you have deposited the above check into bank. Now this is the contra entry. We have whatever the check we have received, we have deposited into bank now. Okay, contra entry we have, so cash goes out from us, check is going out from us, right? So 31/2018 by bank account cash we have given a check of rupees 5,000. Okay, so by bank account cash column it is 5,000, and here on 31/2018 same date to cash account contra entry to the bank it is 5,000. Okay, because banker is the receiver. When you deposit the check, banker is the receiver, so bank will be debited, and cash goes out, cash will be credited here with the name of bank. Okay, then next what you are having on 31st, paid salary 3,000 and wages 2,000 by check. So both you had to record here 31/1/2018 by salary account 3,000 and by wages account 2,000. Both you had to record in bank column because you have paid it by check. Okay, now we have recorded all the transactions now. Okay, next what you have to do, you have to make the balancing of this account. So first we'll make credit side total cash. If you add all, how much you'll get? It is 79,000, and bank column 55,000, and debit side here you got 1,30,000 and bank column 60,000. So and then balances 51,000 and 5,000 you will get. Okay, and which side it is less? Cash column credit side, and bank column also credit side. So you're going to record both the balances this side only. Sometimes you'll get one this side, one this side. Okay, don't worry. Then 31/1/2018 last date of the month, by balance carried down, cash we have 51,000 and bank 5,000, right? Balance how much we got? 51,000 and 5,000. Same you're going to record here 51,000 and 5,000. Then both side total 1,30,000 and 60,000. 1,30,000 and 60,000 on the same line. You should write the total both the side. Then you have to brought down the balance here. Next date, next month 1/2/2018, two balance brought down 51,000 and 5,000. Okay. Then discount, just you have to make the total and keep it. 500 rupees here you have, and here also it is 500 rupees. I hope you are clear with this. Okay. Still, if you have any doubt, you can get it clarified. Okay. Hello students, next we will study 33rd problem. Okay. Now you have to prepare two column cash book here. Balance at office 10,000 and bank at 1 lakh. I have explained before, right, how you have to draw the columns here. 2 pages you have to take, then it will fit. Okay, because 14 columns we are having here. So opening balance on 1/3/2018, two balance brought down, as they have said, balance at office, right? Balance at office 5,000, at bank 75,000. That we are going to record here as opening balance on 1/3/2018 debit side. Two balance brought down, cash 5,000 we have, bank 75,000 we are having. The next second entry what you have, drawn from bank rupees 25,000. Contra entry you are having, drawn from bank. So cash we have withdrawn, right? First we'll record debit side 3/3/2018, two bank account. From bank we have withdrawn how much amount? 25,000. And same entry you have to record credit side 3/3/2018 by cash. Banker is the giver, right? 25,000. The next you have on 5th, received from Ashok rupees 5,000. Now we have received the cash, so which you had to record debit side here 5/3/2018 to Ashok's account 5,000, and discount being given to him rupees 100. Okay. Then next you have, it is missing here, just add it here. Okay, discount rupees 100. Then 7th we have paid Anand rupees 6,000 and earned discount 200. Payment means credit side you should record here. See, 7/3/2018 by Anand's capital account, sorry, by Anand's account. Anand we have paid 200 discount we have earned, and 6,000 we have paid the cash to him. The next you have sold goods for cash rupees 10,000. Sold means receipt, right? On sales we have received the cash here on 9/3/2018 to sales account. 10,000 we have received on sales. Okay. The next you have on 11th, okay, bought goods for cash rupees 5,000. Means we have purchased the goods, means we have paid the cash here 11/3/2018 by purchases 5,000 rupees we have paid on purchase of the goods. Okay. The next entry you have received commission rupees 10,000. So receipt means which you had to record debit side for sure 13/3/2018 to commission account rupees 10,000 we have received here. The next you have paid into bank rupees 10,000. Paid into bank means again it is a contra entry, right? Payment means credit side you should record first on 15/3/2018 by bank account. For bank we have paid. How much we have paid? 10,000 here. Okay, same entry will be recorded debit side to the cash 15/3/2018 to cash bank account 10,000. Banker is the receiver, so bank will be debited and cash will be credited here. The next you have paid for printing and stationery 2,000. Payment you have, so credit side, okay, 17/3/2018 by printing and stationery rupees 2,000. The next what you have, received from Akash 10,000 and allowed him a discount 2%. Now we have received cash from Akash. See here 19/3/2018 to Akash's account 9,800. How it is 9,800? On 10,000 what we have 2% discount, so it will be 200. So 200 we have allowed the discount means we have collected only 9,800. Whenever they'll give the percentage of discount, then you have to deduct that amount and write, okay? Whenever they'll give direct discount, no need to deduct. Whenever they'll give a percentage, then you have to deduct the amount and write the amount here, okay? So on 10,000 2% discount means 200. So only 9,800 we have collected from Akash here. The next you have 21st, paid to Mahesh 5,000 by check and earn discount 2%. So payment you are having, so credit side you should record, okay, 21/3/2018 by Mahesh's account. How much we have the discount now? On 5,000 rupees 2%. How much we will get? It is 100, okay? So 100 rupees we have a discount here, and 4,900 we have paid the amount to him, okay? The next you have purchased office furniture and paid by check rupees 10,000. Purchase means again payment 23/3/2018 by office furniture, okay, 10,000 as it is paid by check you have to record in the bank column. The next what expense you are having, paid advertisement by check rupees 2,000, again payment which you had to record credit side 25/3/2018 by advertisement account rupees 2,000 in bank column because paid it by check you have. The next what you have, received interest rupees 5,000. Receipt which you had to record debit side here. See here 27/3/2018 to interest account rupees 5,000 what we have received interest. Then made cash sales rupees 5,000. Again cash sales, so receipt 29/3/2018 to sales account rupees 5,000. We have received the cash on sales. So then lastly paid salary and wages by check rupees 5,000. So 31/3/2018 by salary account 5,000 paid it by check means you should record in the bank column. Okay, now we have entered all the transactions here. So next what we have to do, we have to make the total of it. So see, credit side total of cash column we have 23,000 means cash column full we have to total it. Then you will get it as 23,000, bank 46,900, and debit side means this total you will get it as 74,800 and bank 85,000. So balance how much we have, cash column 51,800, bank column 38,100. So what we have to do now, difference where you have to write, wherever it is a less amount, credit side we have 23,000, there you are going to record it 31/3/2018 by balance carried down 51,800 cash and 38,100 bank, and both side total 74,800, 85,000, and discount it is 300 total, okay? And here also you should write total in the same line, you should write both the side, okay? 74,800 and 85,000, and here we have a discount of 300 rupees, and balance you should write in the next date, next month, first date 1/4/2018. Two balance brought down 51,800 and 38,100. Okay, I hope you are clear with it. If you have any doubt, you can get back to me. Okay.